Hey, welcome back. This is Scott Brown, aka Sugar Bear. This video is about the iron butt ride that I did in October this last year with the one and only legend himself, Chris Hopper, guy that did 100,000 miles in 100 days. So this is our Saddle Sore 1000 here in Texas. Got started really early, probably I think I left my house here in northwest Houston probably around 4 o'clock in the morning to meet up with all the guys over at Republic Harley Davidson where we got started that morning. But sit back and enjoy the ride. It's quite interesting. Now this is not a how to do an iron butt ride. This is just my iron butt ride that I did with the guys there from Republic. So enjoy. And as always, hit that subscribe button if you like it. Hit that like button and then share it with your friends and family. Hope you guys enjoy this ride around the Texas countryside and doing this iron butt. So here I am arriving here at Republic, and a bunch of guys were already here, so we had a little briefing and then headed over to our first gas stop to get our first receipt to get this iron butt Saddle Sore 1000 underway. So as you can see, my starting mileage is 17,191. We started at 5:22 a.m. With our first gas stop, so that's our starting point. We used an app to document all our gas stops and our route that we took. It's called Spotawalla, and it uses on the iPhone. You use Spotawalla, and then you have to have an app called SW Tracker. And I'll show you what those look like at the end of this video, but it makes submitting your paperwork for the iron butt ride tremendously easy. And we got our turnaround for our certificates was like, I think it was less than 30 days, and we already had our certificates and got approval from IBA. Probably didn't hurt that Chris Hopper is the one that submitted it for everybody, but if you do one of these things, you probably want to use these apps. It makes it so much easier because you just basically take your picture that you made of your receipt and you upload it to the Spotify website, and it basically has it on the route where you're at. So that's pretty cool. So here's another one of our gas stops. I'm not going to show you every single one of these with every single receipt because that gets kind of tedious, but you get the idea.
Let's go. It's time to go, 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 go. It's time to go, go, go. Let's go. It's time to go, 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 go. Let's go. What you waiting for? Your prayers are already answered. Do you really want it? Ain't got no time to waste. Let's go. Green light. Step on the gas. Don't let no one pass. Put some pep in your steps. Follow me this way. Red light, green light, red light, green light, red light, green light. Go. Do you wanna go, go, go? I'ma run this show. Do you wanna go? I got the green light, it's time to go. Woo! Let's go. Red light, it's time to go, go, go. Green light, it's time to go, go, go. Let's go. Red light, it's time to go, go, go. Green light, it's time to go. Make up your mind, check your attitude. Make your mark, that's all you gotta do. Step on the gas, don't let no one pass. If anyone asks, you got things to do. Let's go. Red light, green light, red light, green light, red light, green light, go. Do you wanna go, go, go? I'ma run this show. Do you wanna go? I got the green light, it's time to go. Woo! Let's go.
So as you can see, we left the prairie areas of the Houston region and started making our way over to the hill country. Got into the hill country by probably, I don't know, probably around 9 or so, 9 in the morning. Got into some great roads. Chris really knows some really good roads to ride out there. Really enjoyed the twisties that he took us on. And Chris, if you're listening, thank you for leading a great ride. And one thing you may notice is I kind of dropped back from the group. I'm at the very back, and it's due to basically, this is the first time I've been on my bike since the Hoka back in July, and this is October now, so I hadn't been on the bike for quite some time, and I just got released from the doctor from my vein issues. I'm still having the neuropathy at this time, so I was taking my time. I wasn't in any rush. I knew where the route was. I knew where we were going, so I didn't figure I'd get separated just yet. Anyway. So I was the last one, but Kim Walling, great rider. She's a great young lady who's a fantastic rider. She's a Hoka rider. She was one of the elite riders in 2022. I think that one of the few women that were elite riders, but she did fantastic. But I don't know, I'm not sure if she dropped back because I was so far back or she took a wrong turn or something. But anyway, she wound up behind me. So that's who's behind me, is Kim. So right along in here, I caught up with everybody, and we were turning to go to Regency Bridge, which this is a suspension bridge over the Colorado River. It's in San Saba County. It's at the intersections of roads 433 and 137. Both of them are gravel roads. And we basically stopped to take a few pictures on the bridge here. You can see it's kind of an interesting bridge over the Colorado River. Basically what we did, we just kind of sat there, took a few pictures, and then we went across the bridge, made a U-turn, and headed back on our route. So we took a little brief respite right here from our iron butt. But you can see it's kind of an interesting little area, kind of unique to this little area. So it's the only, I think it's the only suspension bridge in Texas. Anyway, kind of unique. And yes, a Harley can ride down a dirt road.
You better hold on real tight, 'cause my knuckles turning real white. I'm a real fighter in you. You don't matter to me. You don't matter to me. You're running out of good times, 'cause I'm coming off the sideline. I'm a real fighter in you. You don't matter to me. You don't matter to me. I'm rising up now. No, I won't back down. Taking my shot now. Make you my background. I'm rising up now. No, I won't back down. Taking my shot now. Make you my background. I'm not a fan of your presence. I guess you never learned your lesson. This is my time and you can't take it from me. You can't take it from me. I don't think you wanna test this. Less wanting, more blessing. This is my time and you can't take it from me.
I believe this is gas stop number 3, and I guess shortly after this we did take a lunch break.
taking my shot now. Make you my background. I'm rising up now. I'm a back down. Taking my shot now. Make you my background. Now I won't stop now.
We stopped in at the San Angelo Regional Airport and had a good little lunch there. They had a nice little cafe in there, and took a little break for a little while. But we kept going after lunch. Started heading south down to Del Rio.
Catch me sitting in the clouds. I'm rising up now. No, I won't back down. Taking my shot now. Make you my background. I'm rising up now. No, I won't back down. Taking my shot now. Make you my background.
Everybody on the streets come running, see the baddest around. The king of what you need is coming. Listen to the sound. I'm a fine dress, show bed. It's me they're talking about. I don't need a door held open, I'ma knock it down. My plane is on me. Everybody getting drinks on me. A swing, swing, kiss the ring. Believe what you see. I'm a money, money making machine. It feels Dundee. I got the key. I'm a money, money making machine. Tick tock and it's time for the hustle. Feeding the beast. Yeah, I don't mind a bad reputation if I get what I need. I'm a fine dress, show bad, diamond wearing king. And I don't need to ask for permission, cause I run this scene. My plane is on me. Everybody getting drinks on me. A swing, swing, kiss the ring. Believe what you see. I'm a money, money making machine. It feels Dundee. I got the key. I'm a money, money making machine. I be rolling on and on. Yeah. I be rolling on and on. 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 I be rolling. I be rolling. My plane is on me. Everybody getting drinks on me. A swing, swing, kiss the ring. Believe what you see. I'm a money, money making machine. It feels Dundee. I got the key. I'm a money, money making machine. I be rolling on and on. I be rolling on and on making machine. I be rolling on and on. I be rolling on and on.
I'm gonna erase you for taking what's mine. Brother, you best move if you're gonna hide. Oh, maybe you don't know when, but you know the reason why. Just save your breath, cause you know one time you dug a hole but never learned how to climb. Oh, you made the bed you lay in, and I'm here to say goodnight. You play with fire, so get ready to burn. You play with fire, and now I'm taking my turn. No more running, no more hiding the fight, cause you played with fire. Oh, you made your bed and now you're lying to sirens, cause you played
down here going to Del Rio, me and this guy that's right in front of me here, we got kind of separated from everybody because down there's not too much traffic, but when there is traffic, it kind of holds you up. And me and him got caught behind some vehicles and could not get around. And the rest of the group just kind of, you can see they kind of leave us. There's another guy in front of him, leave us all three behind. Just one thing about this part of Texas, I mean, as long as you're not driving crazy, the police won't really bother you. They just want you to be safe. And we were all safe. But we got kind of behind, and because we got behind quite a bit of traffic. And when we get to Del Rio, we totally lost everybody. And for some reason, our both mine and that guy that's right in front of me there, I cannot remember his name. Anyway, he's one of the Republic Harley Davidson guys, or hog guys. Anyway, our GPSs rerouted us and did not take us down to the next waypoint, which was actually down in Eagle Pass, which is right on the Mexican border, following the border. And it actually took us east back towards San Antonio. And before we realized that we were probably a good 100 miles away from the rest of the group. But we catch up with them.
You play with fire, so get ready to burn. You play with fire, and now I'm taking my time. No more running, no more hiding or fighting, 'cause you play with fire. You made your bed and now you're lying beside it, 'cause you play with fire. She's got that Lexus daddy bought her, and you know she's his only daughter, 'cause her whole life has taught her that she only gets the best, wearing Prada and Chanel, so you know you can never tell what lies beneath her shell, but it's all you can think about. You try to play it cool, but she's driving you insane. You wish you never met her, oh, but now it's much too late. But she's a pretty girl, but she gets what she wants. She's a pretty girl, and she flaunts what she's got. Oh, you can't trust a pretty girl, she just wants to get to the top. And you can't get a pretty girl, 'cause your money can't keep up on no shit. Someone who knows how to treat her right, but no matter what the good guys try, she always dates the punks. You sticks around, you think you got a chance, you'll find you're stuck inside a trance. But when she finds you want romance, oh, she runs away. You try to play it cool, but she's driving you insane. You wish you never met her, oh, but now it's much too late. But she's a pretty girl, but she gets what she wants. She's a pretty girl, and she flaunts what she's got. Oh, you can't trust a pretty girl, she just wants to get to the top. And you can't get a pretty girl, 'cause your money can't keep up. Oh, take more than a K to send her your way. Pockets deeper than Trump, Brad Pitt's looks, they aren't enough. You try to play it cool, but she's driving you insane.
There's one thing I love about this Insta360 1X2 camera that I have. You can really do some unique shots that are kind of unique to a 360 camera, but kind of breaks the monotony of these videos, I think, sometimes. Anyway. Shortly we're going to be pulling into Del Rio, and me and this guy that's in front of me, we don't know where everybody's going, and we're thinking we're on the right track, and we actually make a wrong turn and start heading away from where the rest of the group went. But we were just following the GPS, which is what we were given, For some reason, it rerouted us, and I'll show you the map here in a minute.
What you want? Oh yeah.
So about right here is when we pulled into Del Rio and realized that, hey, we got off track, and we took a left-hand turn back towards San Antonio, and we became the two lost sheep. So we managed to catch up with everybody, though, a little further south. But Chris gave me a call on my cell phone, and we were able to coordinate catching back up with the group. And actually, the route that me and this other man took was a little bit longer than everybody else's route. But we managed to catch up with everybody, and nobody had to wait on anybody really. That we met up with them a little south of Alice, Texas. I got a map here coming up that will show you where we met them. I think it's coming up right now. Yeah, there's that map. So we headed south, and we caught up to them down there, just kind of west of Corpus Christi, and then we headed on with the group. In just a minute, we'll link back up. It had actually gotten dark by the time we linked back up with everybody else, but it all worked out. So in just a second, you're going to see the headlights of my buddy that was with me here, our other lost sheep. You see how bright they are. Those are the Denali D7s, the same ones I have on my bike. But I've got mine tied into my brights, so when I hit my brights, they come on. They're not blinding all the time. He doesn't have them that way, evidently, because they're on constantly, daytime, nighttime, everything. Anyway, we were getting to the end of this ride. We had met up with everybody else. That's the rest of the group up there ahead of me. We finished up at about 11:36. That was our last gas stop, and it was, I believe it was 18,246 on the ending mileage on my bike. So it was 1,055 miles. We did it in 18 hours and 14 minutes. One cool thing about the Spotawalla, you put your first stop in, you put your last stop in, that's all, and submit with the Spotawalla map to Iron Butt, and they, the IBA, and they will recognize it. You have to have this app if you're an iPhone user, SW Tracker, along with the Spotawalla app. It's Bubbler on Android, Bubbler GPS. This is what the Spotawalla, the SW Tracker looks like. You need 3 green dots to make sure it's working. Just wanted to shout out to Chris and Kim Walling for leading such a great ride. Kim's another Hoka rider that rode last year. And there's my certificate for the Saddle Full 1000. And guys, I hope you learned something about the apps that will help you do these Iron Butt rides. Get out and ride, enjoy life, and I hope you stay safe and keep the rubber side down. And come back and view my next video. Not sure when that next one's going to come out, but could be soon. But as always, get out and ride, and Hoka hey guys.